Alright. I wanted to make a video. Just playing some Devil May Cry 5, you know. I'm not really going through any specific like event or anything. I didn't want to show anything specific, any parts that could be considered yeah, well, this actually might be it. So Capcom recently, I wanted to do a video on Devil May Cry 5. You know, just playing a little bit. Capcom recently released something saying that for their content creators, you know, some guidelines. Most companies do that. And in their guidelines, they speak about how you have to talk about something educational, or you can't mention any company's specific like name, or like really advertise anything else. Advertise something for your personal brand or like a personal gain, and it really has to have an educational benefit towards the person watching. So I really wanted to really abide by those guidelines. Like, I really want to talk about the great job Nintendo's doing with shutting down the Smash community, but I can't. It's sad, I know, but it's something that we're all gonna have to live with. Oh shit, I can't really show cutscenes either without it being a little bit of gameplay, so hopefully I can talk through this cutscene and not have Capcom, you know, take this down. But
yeah,
the educational part, I really wanted to start
I got some good news
here.
and some bad news. Pick your poison.
I really wanted to look at
Just speak.
the Industrial Revolution.
Bad news it is. Lady Patty.
I just gotta get my notes out.
See, she wants to invite you to her birthday party, but your phone is disconnected.
You're a smart one, Morrison.
So the Industrial
notice the
Revolution
electric and water
started
out, too?
around
I
the
expected nothing less.
1960s. My bad.
So what's the good news?
1760s. There we go.
I got a gig. Cash
And
up front.
it mainly
Cash up front.
focused on
Yes, I like.
England
needs turning
and
on
their
and those toilets
coming
need flushing.
factories and really industrializing how things were being made. And
Water,
it also
gas, and
led
power.
to workers being
Coming out of your cut.
almost exploited in
You're a
these
real
factories,
agency
and had things like textiles, iron, things that weren't previously used in these factories kind of
Devil May
come
Cry.
to fruition. And the invention of steam power also really pushed the Industrial Revolution into the forefront with things like the steam
Morrison.
engine
I'll take you up on
and
that gig, but only
the
if you can
ability
get me out
of
that hellish
machines
birthday
to
party.
be powered by things like steam
Consider
and
your
water,
RSVP
and
declined. Meet your new client.
it really was
Listen,
a
I'm gonna find a lady in Trish.
really was
Bring him
a-
in on this.
a good
What?
thing
Come
for
on, you don't
humanity,
think I can handle this
for
gig on my own?
the
It's a big job.
progress of
Big job, Dante.
almost making
You're
things
gonna
more
need the help.
efficient. Thank you also in part to Scottish engineer James Watt, who
So,
helped pioneer
What's your name?
things like waterworks and canals to
I
be
have no
used
name.
for power.
I am
Um,
but 2 days old.
Steam engines also needed coal that provided the steam,
Just
so
kidding.
it almost had a
You can call me
negative
V.
Okay, V.
aspect as well because of all the
Why don't
coal
you tell
mining
me
that
everything about
happened.
this
But
job?
A powerful demon
other
is
than
about
that,
to
it
resurrect and
it
we need
generally
your help, Dante.
was a good part and a good thing.
Now that's a familiar tune.
It
Do you
also
have any idea
industrialized
how many
things like
times I've
working
heard that exact same line?
connections,
This is
like
special.
working through connections with like the
Special.
U.S. and other countries
Okay.
trying to help
so special
industrialize
about this
basically the world, and Britain was really at the
This demon
forefront
is
on
your reason. Your
revolutionizing
reason for fighting.
industrialization and
This demon
really
got a name?
revolutionized the rise of large factories that we can see are a huge part of what it is today. We also look at generally how it affects kind of the everyday man, and how these things are affecting how everybody is kind of basically everyday life. I also want to talk about how how the Industrial Revolution also had a negative side effect. It generally made it so factory workers' conditions and things like that weren't great. Child labor was huge. You had these people who were enslaved to the point where it's like all they would do is work in these factories and live on land that was near the factory. So it's like their whole lives was basically work, and it wasn't almost suited to their lives. We also see people like Karl Marx like to talk about how these poor people were getting exploited by these big rich factory owners, how their lives truly weren't free, and how they truly couldn't be free.
Enjoy the taste of despair. To see the world in a grain of sand.
And generally, Karl Marx also like to look at how people being exploited in the fact that they generally couldn't decide which jobs to take, what they were going to do. It's the same thing with their kids as well. But sorry, I just had to get that shit done. But yeah, so I just really wanted to touch on those aspects.